Welcome into the Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on 710 Old Hickory Boulevard for Nashville's best meat and 3 craft beers and more. The neighborhood meets at the corner. Zach, I'll ask you a simple question. If you were Chip Kelly, would you want to be the head coach at UCLA or the head coach at Florida?
Well, I think Florida is the better job, but I would pick UCLA because if I'm Chip Kelly, I'm a West Coast guy. I'm in an easier division, and I think that matters. Who's your competition, and what are your expectations? Those are the first two things that I look at if I'm taking a head coaching job in college football. I know I'm going to get paid millions of dollars. Chip Kelly knows he's going to get paid millions of dollars. But if you go out to UCLA, I know that the facilities and all that stuff is a little bit different than USC, but the expectations are the biggest thing. You go in there, you win games, you've done it before in Oregon, and you don't have to deal with Washington State now, which is good from Mike Leach and company. You don't have to deal with Oregon, who's on the up and up. All you have to do is beat USC, which is your rival, at the very end of the season. I go out west and I try to take UCLA, which I do believe could be in the college football playoff. They are that type of program. I take the easier route. Not even the easier route. The smarter, more intelligent route instead of going those crazies down in Gainesville wearing jean shorts and wife beaters trying to saw your head off if you lose to, Florida Atlantic or something like that.
I think it's pretty simple. And you said it, the first thing you said is Florida's the better job. If you're Chip Kelly, you take the Florida job because Florida knows how to win national titles, and it's fun. It's fun offense at Florida when they're winning because Spurrier had fun, Urban Meyer had fun, lots of points, fits right into that Chip Kelly mold. I think Chip Kelly would be great at Florida. He wouldn't have to recruit his ass off like he would at some other schools. Florida recruits itself. It's still the big boy inside the state of Florida, even with Mark Richt down in Miami. Jimbo is kind of in a flux at Florida State. I think Chip Kelly should go to Florida. If he wants to win a national championship early, soon, he goes to Florida because Jim McElwain was a terrible coach, and he won the SEC East in back-to-back seasons.
He wasn't having fun, though.
He was not having fun at all. So I think Chip Kelly should go to Florida.
I'm still with the West Coast thing.
You say he's a West Coast guy, but he grew up really in New Hampshire, and then he was in Philadelphia.
Where did he have most of his success?
Well, of course, Oregon, but he had a lot of success at New Hampshire, and that got him the Oregon job. So just because he coached at Oregon doesn't mean he's a West Coast guy.
Where do you want to live? Los Angeles or Gainesville, Florida?
Honestly, I would pick neither because I don't want to deal with that LA traffic, and I've been to Gainesville once, and that was enough for me.
If you're rich, I don't think you don't have to worry about that. Take a helicopter like Kobe and go to work every day, okay? Nobody wants to live in Gainesville. Sure as hell, Chip Kelly don't want to live in Gainesville, okay? Those people are nuts, and the second that you do, and I know he's dealt with Philadelphia Eagle fans. We know how that turned out. He's no longer the head coach and hasn't been for some time. If I'm Chip Kelly, and I think this is actually what he's going to do, I think he's going to be a UCLA Bruin.
If I was putting money on it, I would pick UCLA, but I think Florida's the best. Florida's a top 10 job out there in college football, and you can win a national championship pretty damn quick at the University of Florida.
So you are coming to UCLA. All right. There we go.
If I was Chip Kelly, I would go to Florida. I do think he's going to end up a Bruin.
So you're saying you're not Chip Kelly?
I'm not Chip Kelly. That is true. And that's today's Extra Point presented by Corner Pub in Brentwood on A to Z Sports Nashville.com.